to go out to his house for the morning. He'd just sit there on the back porch and start that mandolin tremolo going and start doing something up and down her neck. He wouldn't be playing no tunes. He might be playing scales or part of scales. He might be playing what people call riffs or phrases out in there. But if the sun came out from behind a cloud, or a dog ran across the yard, or a chicken out there scratching around or something, he would play something on that mandolin, and you would know what he was looking at when it done it. Something in the sound that old man had made. So I was sitting over on a picnic table with a fellow named Yoshihiro Arita near the Emperor's Palace in Tokyo, Japan, here about 10 or 15 years ago. And he showed me this old musical scale that they played on shamisen, and that they played this stuff on shamisen and flute. Shamisen's that little triangular instrument they play with a real heavy picker. Bing, boing, boing, bing, boing, boing. A whole lot like a banjo. Well, I know how, and I'll abbreviate this and be as quick as I can because I know I'm bored of these fellows up here to death. But after the Second World War, our occupation forces carried country music, the country music of that day, because most of the guys in those occupation forces at that point were Celtic descended guys out of a 7-state region to the south. And when they went into these countries, they took their country music and their bluegrass music and they played it for these folks. It's like Kazuhiro Inaba. Some of you may have seen him as a young fella comes over. He ain't young anymore, he's gray-headed and all. But his father used to go out on military bases and do portraits of the soldiers. That's how he earned money when he was a kid. He was an artist. There were lots of those guys in Japan that got into the music back then. Well, in the early 70s, their children started coming over here. Toshio and Saburo Watanabe coming over in a band called the Bluegrass 45. There's another one called It's a Crying Time. You know, you had Japanese bands coming over here all the time. That was the second generation of people who heard this music. Well, I started wondering. I heard the sound of that shamisen and flute outside of a temple one morning, hung over like a dog and sun beating down. But I started thinking about the fiddle banjo music, not just the fact it's the occupation forces and the music, but the sound of the music they're hearing. And they've got that shamisen and flute over there, the staccato instrument and the instrument sustain. Part of that in our Celtic descended southern music was fiddle and banjo, the staccato sound of the banjo and the sustain of the fiddle. So we played y'all some fiddle tunes back here earlier. I wondered what it would be to go in that little world, and I don't know none of their tunes. I don't know nothing. I only know the scale. That's one octave there. You can't make a Western music chord out of it. It doesn't contain any 3 notes that you can make a chord out of. So I wonder what it'd be like to try to play like that old man. Just sit up there and people. So the next morning I get up after I've learned this, and the first thing I come up with is see that sun coming up and just blasting you in the face the first thing in the morning, and it sounded like this to me. That would be just to make the sounds. And I'll incorporate some of the tunes that I transpose as we go. Anyhow, you can ramble on that like that.